We have the one and only Sam Nebel, co-founder of Goodwipes, bringing the internet and the world's most premium flushable wipes to all of us everywhere. I think these guys are in like 15,000 plus stores. Okay,
Yeah.
they're in like Walmart, Target, Kroger, Albertson, Safeway, HEB, everywhere. And they had this interesting collab, did they not? Did they do like some kind of interesting collab as of late? We were covering it on the show. Didn't they do something with OLIPOP or something? I think that they did, which I thought was a joke.
No,
and
fiber.
It turned out to be real.
Fiber from OLIPOP.
It turned out to be real. It's like, this like incredible flavor that I can, have for the necessary things that we all must take care of.
Yeah, of course.
But, we desire to do it in a winsome way. I think we should just go ahead and bring them in here. Let's bring him in here. Everybody, welcome to the show, the one and only Sam Nebel, co-founder of Goodwipes. Sam, get in here.
Woo! I love it. The energy on this show. Can you guys hear me?
Oh, yeah. You sound great.
Amazing.
You sound great, bro.
The production quality, the energy of the show is just magnetic. I'm so happy to be here. And you fired me up talking about the collab, the peaches and cream.
Let's go, baby.
Right here. Here it is.
Okay, Sam, we got to talk about this first. I saw this. We actually covered it. I thought that it was an April Fool's type thing. I was like, man, there's like no way this is real because it's too good. Like, there's no way that could actually happen. It's real. It's real. Man, tell us about this. I think this is like, it's so interesting. And it's incredible for what people would think is kind of like a boring category, like wiping, taking care of your business, like this is like the exact kind of incredible thing that I think you guys have done that makes Goodwipes so interesting. I think it's like got to be part of, your mindset and all the success that you guys have had. I'd love to just hear your thoughts on this, little background on it.
I'd love to talk about it, Cowboys. And let me tip my hat to you because you followed along the life cycle of this collaboration absolutely perfectly. Because it actually did start and get announced as an April Fool's joke. Oh, that was the whole plan. We said, hey, how can we make people freak out? Everyone does this fake little collabo. And they say April Fools. They've been doing it for 5 years. It's gotten boring. It's gotten old. It's gotten tired. And we said, what if we play into that game? With now with AI, there's 10x the amount of the volume.
Yeah.
Course.
And let's actually launch something. So April 1st, we said, this is Fools. This is an April Fool's joke. Wow. April 2nd, OLIPOP, Goodwipes, and Walmart did a collaboration post announcing that this is actually real. And this showed up on Walmart's Instagram page.
Crazy.
Which we were in the company of Ben Stiller with Ben Stiller sodas. Mario with the Super Mario release, which is like the one of the biggest movie releases of all time. And Goodwipes. And
let's go.
And it's been it ended up being our second best selling item in Walmart. So it actually launched in all 4,200 Walmarts and on our website. We did a commercial behind it with DJ DeLisa and Jack's Day in the Life. Who DJ DeLisa is the opener for, and actually the tour DJ for the Jonas Brothers.
Crazy.
So we work, the Joe Bros. We work with him. And we said he would be the perfect professor to teach people. It's all about teaching people and marrying up the guts and the butts, which I just posted to Twitter, by the way. That we're talking about guts and butts.
The guts and the butts.
So you drink your OLIPOP peaches and cream. You drink your OLIPOP peaches and cream. And then, so you get the fiber, you get the prebiotics. And then we always like to intercept a step 2, because it doesn't make you go to the bathroom right away. It's not like a diuretic.
Right.
And it's not like X-Lax or anything, which I have, of course, experimented with before. and so we say, do a little dance in the video. In the commercial, it has do a little dance, and then go to the bathroom and wipe with the peaches and cream flavor Good Wipe. Which, by the way, we matched. It's actually the same exact smell. So we pushed it together when we do events. We wrapped our Porta Palace in. That's our gold premium vessel that we take to music festivals. We went to Coachella, Stagecoach, Kilby Block Party in Utah. And
So
it's just fun. It's fun. That's what we try to do. So you talked about building in a stodgy category.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to do, is bring fun and energy and liveliness to break down those taboos. And that's our way of persuading the masses, capital ASSES, lowercase m, to wipe the right way. And so this marriage of guts and butts is really what it's all about, and feeling good. And it was a tremendous success.
That is incredible.
That's incredible.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you guys like it.
What a campaign. That's phenomenal, man.
It was a game-changing campaign for us, all developed internally and in partnership with OLIPOP. And, a lot of these collabs, and I like to toot our team's horn here. I didn't really do much of it. What you see with a lot of collabs that we wanted to do differently is it feels like it's just one shot in the dark. It's one Instagram post or maybe two, and then it just disappears. It's online. It's a little lipstick with whatever, a napkin. I don't know. I'm just looking at what's around me. And then it disappears. We said, no, let's actually stretch the life cycle of this, because we think it's really powerful. We got end caps in Walmart. Walmart really got behind it. And if you have all brands kind of partnering, or they saw our team stepping up and saying, hey, we're going to do this, 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 and this, it caused these brands, Walmart obviously bigger than us, OLIPOP obviously bigger than us, to say, hey, we're going to step up and push this too. So it's really this different approach to collaborations and partnerships that allowed this to flourish and become a 7-figure item in Walmart for us.
Drastic.
Sam, have you always had this different approach to collaborations? Because I feel like this is super unique. Are you guys always trying to have kind of these moonshots, maybe once a quarter or once a year, where it's like, hey, we don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try our absolute best to hit a grand slam with this?
Yeah, I mean, look, you never know how it's going to turn out. I think we all had pretty strong conviction around it. But when you realize that if you're putting that much dedication and commitment and effort and energy into something, it's bound to succeed, right? And that's why we wanted to say, hey, let's go for, whether it's a moonshot or a home run, or just say, hey, let's hit a bunch of singles with this. It stacks up, rather than saying, hey, let's half-ass it, just throw it on Instagram, see how it goes. It really built a lot of brand equity for us. And like I said, you could see it reflected in the sales numbers. You could see it reflected in the brands that now reach out to us for partnerships. We may have another one coming around in Q3 that might blow the roof off. Yeah, hold on to your hats, boys. Strap in. Yeah. We might. I'm not committing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's just go ahead and get this out of the way. If it does materialize, then I think we need to have Sam back, and we need to talk about this, because this kind of interestingness in 2026, especially in I would just consider it, like you said, like a kind of a stodgy category, a giant TAM, huge. Everybody's got a rear end. Okay. Everybody's got a rear end. All right. Everybody wants that experience to be as pleasant as possible.
That's right.
It's like, how do you stand out there? And let's just go big. Let's show up with the Porta Palace, number one, incredible. Yeah. Let's show up at Coachella. Let's bring in OLIPOP, the guts and the butts. And man, this is like I just feel like this is so inventive. I whenever I buy these things, we've got like wipes all around. It's kind of like, man, you always got to check, can I actually flush it? That's a big problem. But what makes me love you guys is this whole thing that you've just like detailed for us. Hey, we're teasing this, we're doing it with that, we're showing up to the festival. Like, I feel like there's playbook here, Sam. Like this makes so much sense.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. And not only is, you said number one, it's number one really good in the Porta Palace. Actually, number two is so amazing in the Porta Palace. Really would love to invite to the next event that we're
gonna do it.
Yeah, you have to. And really, you could do the podcast from the Porta Palace too.
We will live stream. We're gonna live stream from the event.
Let's do it.
And we'll go inside the Porta Palace. Maybe we'll do the whole show inside the Porta Palace.
That's fair.
Who knows?
It's big, it's cold, it's premium, it's nice. There's music playing in the background. It is the apex porta potty experience that you could ever have. Yeah, it's really fun, guys. It's really fun.
Wild, man.
Yeah, we'd love to have you on.
Wow, that's incredible.
Could you kind of talk to us about how you nurture this culture at your company for them to be comfortable going through this type of, I would say, like, incredible marketing, incredible thought around all of this? I mean, these are really outside of the box, but how do you nurture that at your company to make sure that you guys are constantly innovating?
Yeah, I think it comes from a culture of you always have to have accountability at the foundation, and my partner
Yeah.
Charlie has been brilliant engineering that and instilling that before we were really blowing up and becoming a real company that's out there with real household penetration. But
Wow.
it's that sense of autonomy, it's that sense of creative energy and spirit where you're still saying no more than you're saying yes, but we really give our team time to flourish in the creative ideation stage and
Yeah.
try to take risks. And look, you have to work through it. It takes a lot of people on the team, but at the end of the day, we just challenge each other and ourselves to have fun in a fun way. And it's a positive sense of pressure, right? We're doing well, we're growing market share, we're growing household penetration, our awareness is growing, our retailers love us. And so it gives us that opportunity to say, hey, let's take risks. We don't even view them as massive risks. We just view them as, let's find something that we could sink our teeth into, go 150%. And that is the playbook that you're talking about, Cowboy. That has been really fun for us, which is, hey, we're going to do fewer things, but we're going to go all the way, full detail, creative, like run it through the entire creative pipeline, make it really beautiful. And that has allowed us to hack the memorability of the experience. And it also that culture comes from hiring right people who have a sense of quantity, have a sense of not perfectionism, but really high bar, high standard of excellence. And when you see excellence around you, it levels everyone else up to say, oh, that's how we're going to do it. Then we're going to bring this level of attention and detail to what I'm doing. So it just cascades and reverberates across the organization.
Oh, I dig it. I dig that so much.
Yeah.
Tell me this, Sam. I feel like there's got to be a ton of operators, founders. They're listening right now. They're thinking like, golly, like I want Walmart to love me as much as they love Sam, so much so that they put me in, on the IG page right next to Mario, so I know that they want that, but there's got to be even more who are saying like, man, 15,000 doors, like all those doors, like I just want to get in some doors. We just gotten our first 200. Man, I would love to, just peel it back a little bit and man, help founders. Maybe they just raised, we had like Frozen One on here. They're doing something really interesting with protein ice cream, and they're breaking into a number of doors now. And man, they're all of them. They can remember where they are. But man, talk to founders and operators like that who are trying to break in more. Man, from a buyer's perspective, what do they care about that a lot of times on our side, on the brand side, we might get wrong? Like, how do we thread that needle and make them love us and get more exposure that way?
For sure. Well, look, as an emerging brand, whether you're, you could be Goodwipes size, you could be just breaking in, and let's say we're, middle of the pack, 8 figures, right? Or you could be OLIPOP size. You're still always going to be smaller than the legacy brands. So what I mean is OLIPOP is going to be smaller than Coca-Cola, right? They're big. I mean, they're $600 million plus company, but they still don't sell as much volume as Coke. We're growing. We're adding more growth than any other flushable wipe brand. We're obviously adding more growth than toilet paper. Toilet paper is actually declining in growth, but we're still smaller than the toilet paper companies. And so the method that we started out with, which we still utilize today, and there's a number of other strategies. I should just say relational building, authentic relational building is real. Relationship building is really what it is. For us, we always wanted to come with that Midas touch white glove approach, even before we were weird for the retailer at first to be like, you're not even in here, but why you're acting like the category manager? You're giving me all this information. You're sharing the trends. You're talking about the category. You're not just trying to sell me on your 2 SKUs to get in. And we really went that way with a holistic approach and saying, hey, we want to be partners with you in the long term. And that allowed them to kind of break down and reduce the perceived level of risk at where they would say, these guys really, this team really knows their stuff. They're clearly working hard. They're sharing this information. They actually want to be partners. They're not trying to just get their items and then, go run to Target and Walmart.
Yeah.
It really was a holistic approach. And we want every customer to feel like we're treating them the exact same way. And that's the level of effort we give. So our head of sales, Tom, we call him the Sage.
Let's go.
He was getting meetings with, he's getting meetings. We say like he gets meetings that he shouldn't be getting. Like we get meetings with Target, Walmart, off cycle. And not only is he going to Bentonville, 4 to 6 times a year, maybe more, and Minneapolis 4 times a year, but he's going to all of our regional. He goes to see him in person. And so that's the white glove approach that we still maintain and has allowed us to grow. And so now some of those retailers who 4 to 6 years ago took us in for the first time now look at us as the category manager, the category leader. And a handful of those retailers were actually the #1 selling flushable wipe, bigger than Kimberly-Clark, bigger than private label, in a handful of these retailers. And so it's all stemmed. Obviously you have to have demand and really build your velocity. So that is having a good, but chips is really what made it for us. It was all just being true to who we are, just being good people, good and fun, right? It's really, it's kind of simple, and caring about what we do and caring about them. It's care.
I love it.
Yeah.
Sam, I mean, you have been in this industry for a while now. What are you excited about trend-wise in 2026? And then what are you kind of ignoring that you think is also a distraction, that you think maybe a lot of founders are kind of following this shiny object, but there are some through trends that you're following, the team is following, that you actually want to, activate on?
Yeah, I think what I'm really excited about just from all is I think I got pessimistic about the entire, not from the acquisition sense over the past few years, but there was a lot of fear mongering about the economy and what's happening. But guess what? The economy's been good and bad at the same time for the past, I don't know, since COVID, so 6-7 years. And it's like, what are you going to do? But what has been really remarkable to me is seeing still the level of innovation when I truly, and shame on me, I truly thought it was done. I thought every category had been out innovated. Like there's nowhere left to go. Wow. And now you're seeing premium hot dogs. You're seeing, you're seeing new beverages. When you think, is there any more room for beverages in the marketplace? And then there's more. And then, I go and have a leisure hydration and I'm saying to myself, this is fire. This lemonade, like this is really good. Yeah, I'm going to make room for this. Right. So I think there's a lot to be excited about with CPG. And I think founders have a lot of opportunity to utilize, functions and selling stacks. I think that's a double-edged sword. You can get carried away with it. You really have to pay attention to what consumers are actually buying. Content life cycles are so much faster. Innovation life cycles are so much faster. So I think it's easy to get caught up in that trap. But I think if you just really continue to root yourself in the fundamentals, the 4 Ps, product, packaging, promotions, placement, and just hit that right, you can at least set yourself up as you stack on more of the compounding, what seems sexy, right? The social media, the TikTok, all those sorts of things, which are really hard to build. The other watch out I would actually say is what I think is a shiny object that I like to rail on, and I'm grateful to have the platform to finally do it. Yes. I have this love-hate relationship with the creator economy and creators. I think it truly is the wild west of all marketplaces in the entire world. People are charging insane amounts for absolutely nothing, but there's still the plus side to it. And so what we've done at Goodwipes, and I really think is important to do, is to not get sucked into the hype cycle of this influencer or that influencer. Be ready to be prepared to partner with culture or relevance. But there are truly people that think they're Kevin Hart and Julia Roberts, and it's like, and Brad Pitt. It's like, dude, you literally just started posting on Instagram a month ago. And then the other side of that coin is those people could be the hottest people in the world. And so I think it's just a balancing act, right? Like you have to work with creators, but if you really are patient, you can find people that actually want to partner with you and aren't just looking for a money grab. And we've found a good way to strike that sensitive balance and start weeding out people that feel like they're just hitting us up for money, compared to people that are like, I love Goodwipes and I want to work with you guys and I am willing to make it work within your budget. if they're really high profile folks, because those could be $50,000-$100,000 for a post type people. And if they're willing to say, I like you, I want to work with your brand for less, and let's build out a program, those are who we tend to partner with.
I like these spicy takes. I like these spicy takes.
I went pretty generous on there. I ended up going with, we've had some good experiences.
Okay. All right.
But all right. Catch me on a bad day about creators. And I'm just like, man, like y'all are crazy.
This is an interesting thing. Crazy. This is an interesting thing, Sam, because CPG, it's just such a hard deal to do. And it's crazy to me, but I totally agree with you. It seems like all the innovation still comes inside CPG. It's just everywhere. All the inventiveness is there.
Yeah.
And you got to find ways to get distribution and views and such. And creators is one of these ways, it seems, anymore. We've had several people on who now actually Lauren from Pebble, she talked with us about how they just find all these moms everywhere who are, they're posting for a few bucks per video, and they're putting out 1,000 per month, and I mean, there are ways, to still get distribution inside of this thing. Man, that's incredible. It's incredible. Tell me this, man, as things move forward, like I would just think, Sam, like someday, like the biggest company in the world is going to buy you or something. And like, I don't know, just tell me, like, what keeps you excited? What are you looking forward to 2026? I love everything that you guys are doing. Like, what's coming that keeps stoking your fire, that you keep pushing this thing up and to the right forever?
Yeah. For us, we've been doing it for about 13 years, actually 12 years and 11 months from the day that Charlie and I decided to start Goodwipes. And every year gets better and better. Every month gets better and better. And the opportunity in white space feels like it continues to grow. The category continues to grow. We're the fastest growing brand in the category. There are a few new entrants, and it's a little validating. It's not really scary because we continue to just whoop them in where we're at. And so that just gives us the foundation to say, hey, we've built the foundation, the 4 Ps. We really focus on this.
Yeah.
And made this part of our cultural institution, so that anything we do on top of it is really going to help us achieve those awareness and household gains. And the fact that still 60% of the United States hasn't even tried a flushable wipe before.
Seriously?
Yeah. It's just like, hey, we still believe we could replace toilet paper. We still believe that there's so much white space for multiple billion-dollar brands to be in this category. And, our vision is, we see ourselves eventually, maybe it's in 5 years, being the leader. So whether it's a big brand that wants to buy us, I mean, we're already bigger than Charmin's flushable wipes. Is there a day, baby? Let's go, baby. Is there a day where we could be bigger than their toilet paper? I don't know. Maybe not. But we just see ourselves as the life force for this category, and we have all the tailwinds as evidence to prove that. So we're pretty pumped.
I mean, Colin, talk about like big mission.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, 60% haven't even tried a flushable wipe yet. We think we can replace toilet paper. That's a mission, Sam.
Yeah.
I dig that, man. There's so much white space left. This is a great point.
So much white space. Thank you. I appreciate it, guys. Yeah.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Well, man, we appreciate you for making the time to join us, brother. I think we got to have you back when if something materializes Q3.
Yeah.
And you just let us know next time the Porter Palace is around, we're coming. We're coming with our gear, and we're ready to live stream.
We're finalizing our second half placement, so I'll keep you guys posted. We'll run it live. It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
That's all right. Incredible.
Let's go.
We appreciate you, man. Thanks for joining us. We look forward to having you back, Sam. Incredible.
Thanks, Cowboys.